name is Bill Devine, D-E-V-I-N-E. I sleep with the lady that owns Faidley Seafood. No, I've been around here since '58. Now, the family has been here since 1886. Our grandchildren make the fifth generation to have worked here. It's a unique undertaking to be a fishmonger. Cicero said that the lowest forms of people in the world were butchers, bakers, and fishmongers. So I fit that. Originally, it was simply a fish stall, one of many, because there was a third building involved in the market, and that's where the seafood was. And then in '49, when the market burned, they built this structure. And there used to be an area where this wall, these pillars are, this area in here was all seafood. And that finally petered out to where there were only 3 left. One of those 3 retired. One of them went bankrupt, and Faidley says, why don't you join with me and we'll open our own place. So we opened that side over there. Then a year later, this side. Year later, we started cooking. So we opened this, and then we put the raw bar out. The daily challenge to make sure that it operates correctly and smoothly. That, to me, has always been a challenge. And I worked my way through high school and college with a man who, at the end of the day or the next morning, would write down what the weather was, because that affects what you did during the day. I've done that for 40 years. Bob Turk isn't the guru. I am. I can tell you when it's going to rain because weather patterns repeat themselves. Today, at lunch, it rained, so that killed lunchtime. So anytime you get inclement weather, or if there's an unusual event like Di getting killed or Mother Teresa's funeral, all of that affects business. So it's a challenge to make sure you've got what you need. Clientele has changed over the years. It used to be an Italian neighborhood. They moved out, so that affects what you sell. The market itself was a grocery store, let's call it. Or the city has 7 markets, and they sold food that was what the residents of those neighborhoods wanted to eat. And we had German, and we had the Italian. The market out west had the Lithuanians. It's just different. And the one down at Fells Point had the Polacks. So they carried what they ate, because the hood isn't the same. What we sell today, we couldn't have sold 40 years ago, and vice versa. The availability of species have changed. The advances in technology within the industry to freeze, fillet, etc. is completely different. And it's what you can get today, you couldn't get 40 years ago. And the customer base has changed. What we sell today, you wouldn't even imagine selling 40 years ago. I don't eat a lot of fish since I had my bypass, because I think fish ought to be eaten fried. Okay. Not broiled, fried.